This is the Winning Rotation podcast hosted by Kendall and Alfred. The goal of each episode is to build the best rotation possible for whatever topic. Each rotation consists of 8 items that are created in 3 phases: a 5-round draft, trade negotiations, and a free agency auction to fill up the remaining spots. To learn more about the format of the podcast, visit our site at winningrotation.com. Yo, Winning Rotation. Today is going to be a very interesting episode because we're doing villains we rooted for.
Yep.
It might not mean that you would root for this villain. This is going to be a very personal list, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And before we start, I want to say that we don't have real people on here, even though there are some very bad people in real life.
We don't root for them.
Nah, fuck them. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Jerry Sandusky. Who else did I say earlier? Fuck R. Kelly.
Cosby.
Fuck Bill Cosby. Man, don't. All right, I don't want to say that. We're going to have to bleep that out because that fool might kill you. That fool still got connections. Didn't he get shot and survive? Like someone tried to pull up on him.
Yeah. He can't.
Yeah.
He doesn't die.
But yeah, we're going to do. Let me move my mic real fast. Just the villains that we felt like we rooted for. It's gonna be for various reasons, whether we just we like their style or like what they did in the movie or like what they stood for, or if we just felt like sympathy or empathy for them. But yeah, also today is Alfred's birthday, so everyone, if you listen to this, you're gonna listen to this after, so just wish him a happy belated birthday if you didn't know and you listen to the pod. We're not gonna disclose how old he turned.
We're still between 20 and 30.
Yeah. I don't know if between's the right word, but
You had an AKA or no?
yeah, I do. Let me go
With that one that said yesterday.
I forgot what he said. I wrote that down, but I'm probably not gonna use that one today. What I got today? Oh, it's your boy Kendall, aka the Legend of the Hidden Temple. Fuck the Blue Barracudas.
What's the good word, fam? It's your boy Alfred, aka Old Man Sanchez. Quick shout out to my boy Jay Weave. Still aware of me after all these months. Also shout out to my boy Marcos, who hit me up saying he really enjoyed the pod, man. I appreciate it. And happy birthday to you. This one might come out on your birthday because his birthday's in a few days. So shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing well.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember like people's birthdays.
I remember his
Much
because
at
it
all.
was our birthdays were always
close
like,
enough,
close
yeah.
together. So we would always we used to work together at my old establishment. So
But yeah, I always gotta look up people. I wish I could shout out people's birthdays on the pod, but I got bad memory, man.
also happy birthday, man. David Beckham, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Thabo Cephalosha, man. Hope y'all staying safe, man.
Wait, did I tell you who shares my birthday?
Yeah.
No, not my. All right, we gotta beat that out. Nah, this is a famous person.
You might have told me, but I think I forgot.
Oh, Stephen Anthony Lawrence.
Oh yeah, Beans. Shout out Beans.
All right, let's go ahead and do the coin flip and then get started. It's heads. I'm gonna go first today.
You really wanted one.
I think so.
All right.
And I think it's one you might pick, so that's why I'm gonna go first. But maybe not. I don't know. But I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna go with Doughboy from Boys in the Hood.
That wasn't the one I was gonna go with. But
was he on your list?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, Doughboy for most of the movie is just he's super aggressive in his tone and his demeanor and everything. You know that he got a short ass temper. He'll just go fucking put in some work if he has to.
That's how it is in the hood, man.
But man, but you felt for him so much just because the way they grew up and everything. And also when Ricky died, that fool was like, what did he say? He said there's a baby here or whatever. They were all freaking out when they brought Ricky's body in. Um, that movie is super sad.
All those movies, man. Boys in the Hood, The Wood.
I've not seen it yet, but
Go watch that one. All those like coming of age stories, man. Those are all really good movies. I'm not mad at the pick. Obvious. There's like we might disagree on some, but since it's more of a personal thing on this list, it's gonna be like we have like deeper meaning within ourselves. So
yeah, and I will say like if you give feedback on our list, it's really just like I just want to know if I'm crazy for rooting for some people.
yeah, I mean there's potentially wrong answers, but I mean it's all opinion based.
But yeah, if you haven't watched Boys in the Hood, go watch that. Honestly, probably one of the movies I've watched the most in my life.
Mm-hmm. Like, is that one of the movies? Like, if it's on, you'll just from whatever point you'll just watch.
Well, it's
it?
always on. Like that's the thing too. It's like it's always on like BET.
Yeah.
But yeah, from whatever point, I'll just watch it. Man, the ending when they ran up on the dudes at the drive-through.
Dude, that's just how it is, man.
And that fool stares at him. He lets him crawl.
It's like being in Warzone when you
you on the ground.
when you on the ground, man, and there's no one. There's no one left to revive you, and they just run up on you, and you can't get up.
Man, that dude deserved it though. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Doughboy here. So Alfred, go ahead and get the back-to-back.
All right, so my top two were kind of from the same type of thing. So my first pick, I'm gonna pick Eric Killmonger.
Fuck.
Dude, like, it's like he was a bad guy, but you kind of understood like why he did what he was just trying to help his people. To be honest,
Yeah, no,
like the first scene when he was in the museum talking about like they were trying to tell him about the African artifacts and stuff, and he was like, "Well, how does it feel? Y'all stole those from my people."
Yeah, and like, I don't know. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and then he took over, beat the shit out of Black Panther. And he just wanted vibranium for his people. Like he really thought he just wanted what he thought was best. So like I can't really say anything bad about him. I wish he lived, to be honest.
I do too because I think like politically I agree with like everything he stood for,
Mm-hmm.
and especially with repurposing. Like he had a point in terms of repurposing vibranium,
Right.
rather than keeping it in that area and just being super rich and everything.
Yeah.
My one like after I thought about it more though, at first I was like Killmonger did nothing wrong, but then I think at the same time like what he wanted required like it was at Wakanda's expense, like
Yeah, for sure.
he wanted to just like eliminate them from the thing, not like I don't think he genuinely wanted to like partner with them on anything.
He just wanted to
like,
take what they had.
He
like,
wanted the power
resources.
they had and then like disperse it himself and get
Mhm.
them out of the picture. But in terms of like just his ideology and everything, I agree with everything he stood for. Michael B. Jordan also very good actor. He did look a little weird with all the little the brands.
Yeah. Who do you think will win in a real fight, Michael B. Jordan or Chadwick Boseman?
Michael B. Jordan, dude. That dude was in Creed. Chadwick Boseman was just in 42.
Nah, he was.
Oh, he was in
He was in Draft Day.
Draft Day. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You seen that movie?
Yeah. What's the name?
Vontae Mack.
Yeah.
Saw that in theaters.
Edge
I might have
rusher.
been the only person in the theater. I don't know why.
Where'd he go? Ohio State or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out. Arian Foster was in there too.
Yeah, they drafted him as well. They got both of them. Shout out Arian Foster, man. He is actually like a pretty dope rapper. Bobby Fino.
You listen to Bobby Fino?
Yeah, Watermelon Sunrise.
That song's super good. Was it a
like
friend
King
of fan?
Griffey, but they want to pitch it to me underhand.
I can't
Something
believe you
like
listen to
Alice in
Bobby
Wonderland.
Fino.
Bobby Fino was actually like tight.
He's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got good beats.
Mhm.
Yeah, everyone listen to Bobby Fino. Listen to Arian
Shout out
Foster.
Bobby Fino, man. Arian Foster.
All right, go ahead. Make your next pick.
All right, I'm gonna go back to back Marvel. I'm going Thanos.
I can't believe you rooted for Thanos, dog.
Dude, it's like, how do you beat this guy? Like,
If you can't beat him, join him.
like, he was super dope, and like, took 2 movies to beat him, and like his ideology was a little bit different. I sort of understood it, but at the same time, it's like you're just getting rid of half the people.
It's the
But
same thing as like Killmonger, right? Where like the way he, and I think it's gonna be a theme for most of the people on our list.
in
is,
his
like,
head, it's a good idea,
yeah, and
but
like
in the
I,
bigger picture, it's like nah.
it's like I agree with the general concept, but like
Yes.
the way you want to carry this out is
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, I would say a lot of people are selfish. They were like, if I could keep everybody I know safe, and then like the people that get like snapped or whatever just are gone, and I don't know them, then I'm okay with that. But
yeah,
man, like I don't know. He was just like he was a beast. Like they had to find Captain Marvel to try to defeat him, and I'm not a big Captain Marvel fan at all. Not because it's a woman, just I didn't
I know. I
I
got you.
didn't care for the movie. I don't really care for the character.
Yeah, I think I told you that like I thought it was a decent movie, but she's just kind of like a boring character.
Hmm.
It's not the actress; it's just the character. Like there's nothing
Yeah, shout
right
out
like
Brie Larson.
from
But
what was the movie
right on
Disney?
track.
Yeah,
But I mean, Thanos was just a beast, dude. Like I like bad guys. Like I like a lot of characters that like in like especially in sports movies where usually the protagonist is the underdog and they win, and I'm like, this is so unrealistic. There's no way.
I mean I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I think I might have said this before we started recording, but sometimes people are just like so menacing that like it's cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get that glove on. Eh,
All right, I'm gonna go with right here on my back to back. I'm gonna go with Tony Montana.
okay, I had him on mine.
That fool came here with like nothing. He did a lot of like that fool had to hustle his way up and kill people and like, and you knew that like there was going to be consequences. You know what I mean? Like the whole movie, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obviously everything he had to do to get to where he was, there was like he was gonna have to pay for it at some point. Um, and that's I don't know. That's just karma. I'm a firm believer in karma, and but like I rooted for him because he came in from with absolutely nothing and
He
built
just built
like
his
like an
empire.
empire.
Yeah.
So that's like I don't know. To me, that's admirable, and like sometimes it's just like
You don't do it the right way, but he went
sometimes it's
from
by
nothing
any
to
means
something.
though. Like I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that
yeah.
like
He
when you
had
got your
to-
back against the wall and you got to survive, like you just gotta find a way.
Yeah.
But that one I will say it's a little easier to root for him because he
He's the
was
main
like the
character.
protagonist of
The
and
movie.
also I didn't really look this up, but like I think there's a difference, right? Like sometimes the main character or protagonist is the villain or a villain, like a bad guy.
Yeah, yeah, I have
Because
some like
villain in itself is just a bad guy. It doesn't necessarily mean he's like the antagonist.
We're
So,
just watching it from that point of view, basically. Because if we were watching it from the point of view of like someone that's actually trying to do good, then it's a whole different.
and if we're wrong about these definitions, just don't worry about it.
Just go with it, man. Just send us your list.
You know what we're
Our
trying to say.
opinions are not always correct, so
All right,
let us
so
know
I
what you-
got Tony Montana there. I'm gonna go with my favorite like comic book villain ever. It's Venom.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if he was on your list.
I didn't have Venom. I thought about it, but I'm not mad at Venom.
It was just because like when I was a kid and I used to watch the TV show.
He was cool because he had a
And,
black
like,
suit on.
Yeah, that dude was super tight. And like, I don't know, he was huge. He was just kind of crazy. That fool always had his tongue out. But like he was so big and super strong.
Like he should have been beating up Spider-Man, no problem.
Yeah. And sometimes like Spider-Man was just annoying. Like Peter Parker's just a little dweeb.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like sometimes you got to get your ass beat. And I didn't really like any. I don't know if you have any other like Spider-Man villains on your list, but like Venom's my favorite out of them. All the other people are kind of just like crazy for no reason. I might be wrong about that actually, but Venom to me, I mean, he didn't even want to be a that fool just got the shit attached to him.
The suit just fell on him, kind of.
Yeah,
He started doing the robot. All right, so it's to me.
yeah.
So I'm going with another one that's it's a group. They were actually the I guess, main characters, but they were bad guys. I'm going with the collective group of Ocean's 11 because Ocean's 11 is such a fire movie to me, and they were bad guys because they're just trying to rob a casino. They were all thieves, and that's why they built their team together. Shout out and rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He had to be a blackjack dealer. They had the little Asian dude that could fit into them little spaces. Um, I mean, the movie itself is dope, and we were rooting for them, and they did get away with it.
Yeah.
Um, but to me, like the whole movie, like the way that they planned everything, like criminals are like some of them are geniuses, man, and the way that they devised the plan, um, was dope to me. Shout out, Danny Ocean, that was the name. All right, this next one, I'm gonna go with this one because I think you might actually pick this one. I'm going with the Monstars.
Fuck. That was on my list.
Dude, the Monstars should have beat the Looney Tunes. And like there's a point in the movie where when they go on that run and like right before halftime, their score is like way past what
It just rolls super fast, right?
yeah, it goes
Like
past whatever what was the final score like 88, 87 or something.
Didn't the scoreboard break? Like it went up
Yeah,
so high that
it said like this is a little one-sided or whatever. I'm pretty sure they won that game, but I don't think Michael Jordan himself could beat and two of them aren't that like Muggsy Bogues and Sean Bradley aren't that good, but they had Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, and who am I missing? It was Bogues,
Sean Bradley.
No, Bogues, Sean Bradley, Larry Johnson. Oh, and Charles Barkley. There's no way Jordan and some little Muppets were gonna beat the Monstars. There's no way. And like, you're
I'm with
telling
you. I'm with
me-
you on this though.
you're telling me Bodolak was gonna save the team? Bodolak and Dan Aykroyd. I didn't know Dan Aykroyd was in this picture. The Monstars should have won, and they were like they were like, come on, man. Shout out Space Jam: A New Legacy coming out next year. They finally gave it a title, but I think the Monstars should have won that game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I know you
no,
love Space Jam, so you can
I
speak
love
about it.
my
too.
favorite movie all time. But
Not a good movie.
even when I was a kid though, I was like the Monsters are tight because they had the best theme song too. Those fools came out the tunnel to hit 'em high and like, dude, that song was super hard.
We
That
all
song
thought
was super
we
good.
we all thought Michael Jordan was going to get banished to Moron Mountain.
That's the only thing, right? Is I like the Monstars. I did not like
It was their
Swackhammer.
boss though that really was like
yes,
the issue.
yeah, Swackhammer.
But the Monstars should have won that game. There is no reason why the Looney Tunes should have won.
Yep,
In my
I
opinion.
agree. I agree 100%. And yeah, there's absolutely no way. What the fuck is Tweety Bird and Elmer Fudd gonna do for you?
Hey, Elmer Fudd did the Jordan dunk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring this up though because we were talking about it. Shout out our correspondent, which we're not really sure what he does for the show yet, but we gonna find a job for him. Where he made a good point. Where did the Space Jam 11 come from? They sent a rabbit and a duck to go get the Jordan 9 from his house. But like he just had the 11s, he was just saving them for the game or what?
probably. I guess
Like where did they
that's a
come?
good question.
I love Space Jam 11 is one of my favorite shoes of all time, but where did they get that?
I don't know.
They just had they went to get the 9 and the shorts.
Shout out Space Jam though. I love anything Space Jam. If any of you guys got like vintage Space Jam toys or anything, even
the
the things
action
from Burger King that connected,
Oh,
they're all on
yeah,
one
yeah.
court. I had all those when I was a kid. But yeah, if you got those, let me know. I got money for you. I got the Michael's Secret Stuff water bottle. It's at my desk in the
Oh,
office.
yeah.
But that one's gonna be stuck there. I'm worried that when I go back to the office in like I don't know, it's gonna be like August or something.
You're gonna be missing something.
No, I'm gonna be coughing up a shitstorm or sneezing or something. It's gonna be dusty. I don't know if people are in there cleaning it. And yeah, if you're listening to this in the future, we are still what day is it? Of like it's been almost like it's been like 2 months pretty much. I think. of being stuck at home. But all right, there's one in my tier 1 that like
You don't think I'm gonna pick?
I might just wait for it
Yeah.
because there's a couple I definitely want. Well, now I'll do it now. I'm gonna go Darth Vader.
Not mad at Darth Vader.
Not because I really agreed with him on anything. But that fool was just like, dog, if you see Darth Vader in the room, like you got to get out of there. And to me, that's what makes a really good villain. And that's what makes me want to root for them. Is this like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe silently cheering, like when that fool fucks people up.
I hope he gets Obi-Wan with this.
Because that fool, you know what I'm saying though? Like when he went in the room, like he didn't say much. That fool was just breathing.
And you were shook?
Hard. Yeah, and you were so fucking scared of him because you knew he was about to fuck people up. And the way he used the Force in A New Hope in the first one. Did you watch the old one?
Yeah.
He chokes that motherfucker because he tries to speak up. Like right away, you knew that dude won't play no games. So
he was a real bad guy though, man. That dude was blowing up planets and shit.
Yeah. This one might lose me points because he was legit bad. But like I said, the reason I rooted for him is just like he's iconic, and I don't know if they've had a Star Wars, like no Star Wars villain will ever be greater than Darth Vader.
The thing that was dope to me about Darth Vader is, I mean, he had his lightsaber, but I don't know if he could actually like fight. He was like not like that physically strong, but you couldn't get near him because he had the Force. Like you had to have the Force as well to try to do something. But he was the greatest villain of all. I'll say this though, Darth Maul had the two-sided though. That was fire. The two-sided lightsaber.
Darth Maul?
Yeah.
Have you watched Insidious?
Yeah.
The scary movie?
I thought it was Darth Maul.
The dude Darth Maul when he came in? I think I might have went with I think Wonder Bread might have been with me when we watched it in theaters. But yeah, I'm gonna go Darth Vader though. Cause that fool just super strong to me. And then so that's my number 4. All right. The next one. So my tier 1 is all up actually. We've picked them all.
Okay.
I'm going to go Mewtwo right here.
From Pokemon first movie?
Yeah. Not because what he did was good, but the same thing like Darth Vader, like when Mewtwo was in the room, dog, you knew that shit was about to go down.
No one was fucking with Mewtwo.
No one was fucking with him.
Mewtwo is the strongest.
And he led the army of the clones. Like,
I mean, Mewtwo was man-made, right? So
yeah. And also, I just wasn't fucking. You're telling me that this little bitch ass Mew is supposed to be the strongest person? Dog, I was not having that as a kid.
See, that's my thing. If it takes a whole army to beat you, you're pretty damn strong. Like that's why, like Thanos, like no one was fucking with him. Like Monstars, there was just them, and then the whole like Looney Tunes planet was trying to beat him. Same with Mewtwo. Like
they had to bring everyone.
Yeah. Shout out Detective Pikachu. Actually, a good movie.
Super fire.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah.
And I believe you said Above the Rim's on Netflix. Everyone go watch Above the Rim. I think Uncut Gems might be on there. Everyone go watch Uncut Gems, man.
Damn. Yeah, those are all good movies. I haven't watched Above the Rim, but it's probably a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Detective Pikachu though. That one was it's like a sneaky good movie. Like I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I wish there was more Pokemon in it. Like a lot of people had like just like duplicates of the same one. They they had some rights or something, but
people had like multiple Growlithe and stuff.
Yeah.
Going around. Yeah, for sure.
But to me, still overall a good movie.
Don't fuck with Mewtwo ever. It might turn your ass to stone.
Mm-mm.
Then you gotta cry to get revived.
Mewtwo's low-key scary too, because he had like a human voice when he said his name.
Hell yeah.
That was creepy to me. Always.
They remade it. It's on Netflix, I think, actually. Like they made
First
like
movie?
Yeah, I think it's like a live, like not live action, but like CGI.
Really?
Yeah, I think it might have been made in like it was like a Japanese version.
Hmm.
but I think they like ported it over. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I saw, and I think it's on Netflix now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I might go to watch the movies today.
Yeah, same.
All right, that rounds out my top 5 though.
It's funny because I'm picking a Pokemon one too.
Hold on,
I'm,
who you picking? Gary?
Team Rocket. Now, hear me out. So Team Rocket, man, they were basically. So if y'all don't know, Team Rocket is like actually a big organization, but they were just like henchmen pretty much. And they were like, man, this Pikachu is so strong, we can make so much money if we capture it. And they would just get beat up every episode. But they had their little thing when they were preparing to fight. That was always fire to me. But my thing is like did they not realize they had a talking Meowth? Like they could have made money off of that. But Team Rocket was super fire to me. They were super whack. They had weak ass Arbok and wheezing or Ekans and coughing, depending on when you started watching it. And they had coughing. They had coughing and Ekans. They started crying, and the tears went on them, and they evolved. That was super fire to me. And it's like, dude, like I don't know. They were so dumb, but it's like, ah, man, I wanted them to at least like win
Always
one
had
time.
always
You
had like
know?
the hot air balloon.
Yeah, they had the Meowth. Like I don't know how. And then there was an episode where they were on the SSN or the Saint Anne. I don't remember what it was called on the actual show. It was SSN on the video, and that dude bought the Magikarp, and
Mm.
then he was like, "Man, I don't want this thing. It can't even swim," and it evolved into Gyarados, but he had already got rid of it. Man, I felt bad for Team Rocket Man every episode. Do you want to recap who you got, and then I can recap mine as well?
Yeah, so I had Doughboy, Tony Montana, Venom, Darth Vader, and Mewtwo.
All right, I went with Killmonger, Thanos, Ocean's 11, the Monstars, and Team Rocket from Pokemon. So yeah, let's
I'm not
take
mad
it.
at our list, I'm gonna say.
No, I mean they're all good ones, right? Like I rooted for all these people, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a break real quick. Maybe talk trade. I probably don't think there's gonna be anything, but we'll see.
So, no trades again.
Slight discussion, but
Did we
nothing
only
really.
make was episode like the dogs one the first time we ever made a trade, and it was because we introduced the trading concept?
Was it the only time we made a trade?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Hey man, it's discussed though. It's definitely discussed.
Yeah. It's not a forced thing. You can't force
Nah.
nobody no trades, but I did to be transparent with our listeners. I was looking into. I knew Killmonger wasn't available, but I wanted Killmonger and then the Monstars. But I don't know. I might not have enough trade bait on my team. Maybe I should start picking the ones that like I like that you might also like. Maybe I should start picking them earlier. Then
Hey man, if
get you interested in them.
honestly, like, I mean, you could have traded for Smart House on the original movie one.
That's true.
Everyone, go listen to that one. If I didn't get Gushers, if Steesberger happened to pick it first, man, I was trading high for it. And then if Rohan picked Fresh Prince first, man, I was gonna go high for that one too.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. If I picked Fresh Prince first
You were
on
gonna
that
trade
episode, probably, because like I would probably get a lot of what I wanted.
it? Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but like if I had Fresh Prince and you had picked like the Hills and Laguna Beach and maybe like a Family Matters or something, like if you were to trade those three for that one, I would do it.
Yeah. Well, that's why when I had Smart House, I asked for a lot because I was like, I think I could get it.
Yeah, but all
But
right.
everyone go
let's-
listen to our old episodes, man. If y'all don't know what we talking about, we're gonna have dope lists, and also we're gonna have real dope artwork, man. So start voting.
Yes, sir. All right. Go ahead. Start off free agency.
Yeah. So this first one, like I said, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of fighting over stuff, but
Probably not.
I'm gonna take for $1. I'm gonna go with Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious, because he was actually the bad guy. He never narked on nobody, but he was the bad guy. And they realized that at the end when they were trying to do their last heist. Rest in peace to Paul Walker. But
Did you watch? Have you watched every single one?
nope.
Because I stopped after Tokyo Drift.
What? That's only 3.
I know. I didn't
But
think
it
they were
is
just
one of
gonna
the
keep
last
on
ones
making.
in terms of timeline. That is one of the last ones.
Well, it turned into like a full-fledged like motherfuckers about to save the universe and shit or whatever.
Yeah, the last one I watched was the last Paul Walker one when he was in it for the most part,
Yeah.
and then he
Um,
drove off at the end. I was super sad. I think as a franchise, it's fine, but they did way too many movies,
Like they
And
didn't have
there's-
to. They could have just walked away at some point.
and they're still making movies kind of now.
But they're still making money too.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand people that are like loyal fans or whatever, but those movies aren't good anymore.
All right, I'm not gonna bid.
I'll take Dominic
That's
Toretto.
fine. All right. I'm going to go with Magneto from X-Men for $5.
I have Magneto high on Magneto. I'll say this: like, if I could have any superpower, I might pick Magneto's, but I think I have enough on my list. And I have more that I want to talk about, but I'll let you get Magneto for 5. But man, his power is super fire. Like, I know they don't have freeways in Washington, but when there's traffic out here, if I had Magneto's powers, I can lift all the cars up and drive away. Super fire.
His powers aren't even why I really like him, but I mean he's dope and he's strong for sure. But like, if I was in the X-Men universe,
Mhm.
like I would probably side with Magneto because like, you know, he was always just because like mutants were always like improperly treated and everything, right? So they
Makes
wanted
sense,
revenge
though.
on stuff.
Right.
Whereas like Professor X was like very peaceful and like trying to obviously fight for like, you know, rights for his side, but like he was always trying to work with the people who were like shitting on them, right? Like mutants weren't viewed as good people in society or nothing. And a funny thing was like I was reading up on this earlier to see if I was crazy for liking Magneto, but someone put it this way: it's like Professor X is like MLK and Magneto's like Malcolm X. Like by any means, like
just
whatever you
different.
got to do to fight for and protect the rights of his people, he's gonna do it. So that's why I like Magneto. I don't know, he was dope. He looked out for his folks.
Mhm.
Professor X was also fuck that dude. But yeah, shout out X-Men though.
Yeah, I like Magneto a lot. I don't know if X-Men's made a good movie in a while.
What did I did not watch Dark Phoenix, which was the last one that came out, I think. I didn't watch Apocalypse or whatever. I think I watched before whatever one's before that. First Class? No, there's one in between.
Nah, yeah.
Oh, I
can't
watched
Wolverine.
movie, Logan.
Yeah. I heard that one was good, wasn't it? Or no?
That
was that
one
one really bad?
I like that one a lot.
Okay.
But some people I knew some people who hated it, which is interesting to me. It's just like a different take on everything.
Right.
But Wolverine's tight. That fool regenerates.
Yeah.
I always
But-
liked that in video games where you played as him. Like
about to die.
That was the first thing I always checked. Was
If
like,
he had that
yeah,
ability.
does he have the ability to regenerate? Because if not, this game's whack.
I feel like Gambit was everyone's favorite because he had the cards and the stick and the trench
Gambit
coat.
might have been whack though. He had the
Thinking about it now,
Louisiana as accent.
Yeah, he was he used to eat at a Cajun Grill all the time.
There's a clip that was like trending on Twitter of him like that fool was like cooking with Jean Grey. I always forgot that like in X-Men, like there was like human side of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they weren't always just fighting people. Sometimes they was just living life.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
shout out Gambit. He had weird eyes though. We might have to do an X-Men episode, man.
Maybe. If someone wants us to do it and come on the show, man, let us know.
Gambit had weird ass eyes. But my favorite X-Men is Cyclops, and I get shit on for that all the time. Because everyone thinks he's whack.
Why? Because he's a jerk.
He might just be whack. But man, you better watch out. You better keep his glasses on.
I'm not that mad at that one.
Back to back then. I'm glad I got Magneto.
That's a good
I'm
one.
going to go. I'm going to go. This is a recent one. I'm going to go Victor Drago from Creed 2. I don't know if you watched that.
Mhm.
You have?
I forgot about that one. I didn't even think about the Rocky movies. Oh,
There's
man.
a couple on my list that are from that Rocky universe.
Yeah.
Rocky Cinematic Universe.
Because I forgot it, I'm gonna let you have it. But I did feel for Drago.
Oh, I didn't say, but I was gonna say $5 for it. By the way,
Yeah. Man, I really felt for that dude because
he was under so much pressure, and like his parents was like fighting, and like his dad was just kind of like, I mean, towards the end, his dad started to understand. And see stuff, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like that fool was like living out his dad's like dreams and aspirations
rather than what he really wanted.
I mean, I'm sure he wanted to box and everything still, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was fighting Creed and like training so hard to beat Creed for his dad. Like, dad also.
And his mom was just like,
yeah. Creed 2 was a good movie to me though. Not as good as number 1, but I just wish that they developed Drago's character more, Victor Drago, because like he was interesting, right? Like you saw those. Like I said, the reason I'm picking him on this list is because I just felt bad for him. Like I wanted him to just like, why couldn't? There's so many different championship belts in boxing. You guys could just fight, or Michael B. Jordan just cut some weight, just go fight at a lower weight class. You guys don't gotta fight each other.
I actually think Victor Drago is a good pick. I think his story is good enough that if they wanted to continue it, they could give him a spinoff if they really wanted to.
Yeah, I think so. And maybe
they
that's
could give
why
him a Netflix show.
Maybe that's why they didn't dive deep into it. Just want to leave that door open.
Yeah,
because I'm sure people would watch that.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan, second appearance on the list, sort of.
I'm glad they've revived like boxing movies like that, or just like Rocky stuff.
I think
just for the generation.
Creed, they did it correctly because the Rocky movies were probably like iconic at the time. I mean, we're too young to remember. But
I think
they got bad really fast.
I think some of them still hold up, but like, yeah, no, there are some that are just like the acting. Sylvester Stallone is not a good actor, so
no,
he just plays himself, and that fool talks funny.
He's just Rocky and Rambo.
He got like spaghetti in his mouth when he talks or something. Like,
shout out Sly Stallone, man. I guess that's a good pick, man. That's real good. But since I forgot to have it, I'll let you get that one.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going. I'm gonna pick a cartoon right here. I'm going with Tom from Tom and Jerry for $1.
Didn't have him on the list, but I thought about it.
And the reason why I have him,
yeah.
The reason why I had him is like, dude, like Jerry was such a jerk to this dude, man. Like, and I understand, like, obviously Tom was trying to eat him, but like, dude, Jerry with his, I'm gonna just run into this little hole that he can't fit in, or I'm gonna fucking beat up the dog when he's asleep, and when he wakes up, he's just gonna assume it was Tom. Like, it's like, man, like, cut this man a break. There was a few episodes where like they were kind of like friends at the end, but dude, there should have been times where Tom should have got that fool.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. To me, he was always the one like that I was rooting for at all times, because he was just like, dude, like, come on. He should be able to get him.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this pick at all. And it's probably a popular one. I'm sure plenty of people rooted for Tom.
Yeah. He was like the comedic relief on the show. And I have a similar one to that on my list, but I'll talk about it later.
All right. For $1, you get Tom. All right. Run out your list.
I gotta be true to myself, but this one's gonna sound messed up.
Oh my God. Who you about to pay?
I have two that I'm in between, but I'm gonna go with the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. Dude, like, hear me out. So, like, they were just confined to this little island, like, and people were just like experimenting on them.
Wait, sorry. How much? How much?
I'll just do the rest of my 98.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, like, I understand they were killing people, but like that's all they know. Like, and then they thought they had everything calm. They reopened it in Jurassic World, and then they were just like trying to make a super dinosaur, like for their own personal benefit. And I didn't see the second one, but I believe the dinosaurs actually were like the good guys in that. Like they got tricked or something. But dude, like if you're a dinosaur and people are like experimenting on you, like you're gonna fight back, and like you're what, like a million times the size of a human. And
I'm not mad at it.
like I know they ended up in Jurassic World, the first one. Like they ended up trying to unleash the T-Rex on the super dinosaur that they made. Man, that T-Rex got mopped up. They're lucky they were by that water, so I don't know shit about dinosaurs, but shark dinosaur man could mop up the other one. But dude, that dinosaur that they made, it like they injected it and it could take like bullets out of himself and stuff. And the tracker, it took the tracker out.
Yeah,
They couldn't
yeah.
find it. Dog. And the raptors try to come together and beat him up. Nah, them dinosaurs are tough, man.
Shout out Blue.
Yeah, but
I'm not mad at
I
it.
mean
That's a
they
good pick.
terrorize people. And I'm not saying that's right, but they were also trying to manipulate dinosaurs, so I could see the dinosaurs' point of view in that one.
I'm not mad at it at all. Did you, speaking of dinosaurs real fast, did you ever watch the show Dinosaurs?
Where they were like a family and they had
Yeah.
that baby in the high chair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know how it ended?
I can't remember.
Because I found out it's like the darkest ending to a TV show like ever.
Really?
So what happens is, and all right, just fast forward like a minute if you don't want to get this spoiled if you're listening. But basically, the end of the episode is just like they all die.
They just become extinct.
Yes, and the reason why, and it's like a lesson. I think by the way, the person who produced the series is the guy behind Boy Meets World, Jacob's
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
So that's why I knew it was fire. But anyways, they were like trying to, I forgot what they were trying to do. It's something about like energy or something. They're trying to do something. But then I think they made it too hot. Like that was like they were like detonating bombs or some shit. But then it caused it to be like too hot in the environment.
Yeah.
So then they countered that or something. They like froze. They like turned the temperature down. But what happened was it caused like a nuclear freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Like there's no way they were gonna get out of it.
The show.
No, like the thing is they could have just ended, but no, they had to fucking go into the family and like they were showing them the guy, like the main character, talking to the baby and everyone about how they fucked up and how it's because they weren't careful with the environment and didn't like take care of themselves and weren't paying attention. And then the baby was like, "Well, we're gonna be alive. We're still gonna be fine, right?" And he was like, I don't know. And then the final thing is like the news broadcaster or whatever. He just says like good night, and then he says like and goodbye, and then it ends.
And it ends.
And
That's
I was
sad,
like,
man.
that's super fucked up because it was a kid's show.
Mhm.
But that's a good lesson though. Protect the environment. Anyone listening to this, I know Earth Day happened pretty recently. I won't lie. I wasn't always someone who cared much about it, but I think when you get older, you just start to realize that like,
stuff more.
hey, you just start to realize that like there's little things we can all do to keep us
Just
as a
takes
society.
little bit, man.
Yeah, wash your hands. That's a little thing we can all do. Like,
Dude, it's like stuff that shouldn't even have to be like told. numerous times. But yeah, same concept as the movie Wall-E. Pretty much the same thing. So
Yeah, yeah. All
so
right.
you got one more.
Yeah, and I'm kind of stuck here. So I'll do the same thing. I'll go with $95, but I'm kind of stuck. But I'm gonna go with Angelica Pickles.
I wasn't sure about her because
I
it's like
didn't. So this is more like I never rooted for her when she was with the babies. I rooted for her when they showed like her and her parents' relationship, because they never paid attention to her, right? Like
yeah.
their mom was always on business calls. She only had Cynthia to play with, and
Mhm.
Drew was just like Drew was a mess. He was always doing business stuff too, right? Like they
Yeah.
were just successful. They always left her with Jonathan, and like that's fucked up. Like it was more just like I felt for her. But like
Mhm.
when she was with the babies, yeah, she was a fucking big bully. But she also fucked up the bully in that one
Yeah,
episode.
it's like it's like I can beat up on my younger cousins and the friends, but if you do it, then that's not okay.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's how I was. Shout out my cousins, Traven AJ. Um, like if
Yeah,
I make fun of them and like fuck with them, but
it's
if I ever
okay.
if I've ever seen anyone else try to do that, like that I don't know, like
Mhm.
yeah, like that's not happening. Um, so I don't know. I liked Angelica. Like well, I guess I felt for her. I felt bad for her because she had just a rough home life.
And that's
Um,
probably why she was a bully.
yeah. It's like when they started to show that relationship, you start to understand why she did the things she did. But you
Mhm.
knew that she cared for them, no matter what,
Oh yeah,
even if she
there
didn't
there
show
was a
it.
lot of episodes where they
But it was definitely
referenced.
that episode where she stood up for and then like Tommy was like Angelica, you love us or whatever. She's like,
Yeah, like I remember she was like stuck in a fence or something and they helped her something like that. But man, shout out um to that show. Rugrats, I actually it sounds weird, but I did learn like a lot from that show.
I learned what a babushka was. I learned about Hanukkah.
Yeah, Passover. We might need to do a Rugrats episodes list.
Might
So
need to do a Rugrats pod.
yeah.
Hey, if you guys have ideas for us to do even if we expand with other hosts and stuff, you guys got ideas for us to do a podcast on, like outside of the winning rotation,
Yeah,
man, just
we
let
got
us
a whole
know, man.
network coming through, so we got we got time on our hands. But that rounds out your list, right?
Yeah, so let's recap, and then I'm interested in hearing what else we had.
Uh-huh.
But so I had Doughboy, Tony Montana, Venom, Darth Vader, Mewtwo, Magneto, Victor Drago, and Angelica Pickles.
I had Killmonger, Eric Killmonger, Thanos, had Ocean's 11, the Monstars, Team Rocket, and then in the auction I had Dominic Toretto, Tom from Tom and Jerry, and the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
All right, so let's go ahead and just go through these. I didn't have a do not draft. I'll say that. You might have one.
No, because we just didn't draft anyone that was like
I don't know what a do not
actually
draft would
bad.
be, right? Like, so
It's like if you were like, nah, that dude was a jerk, and everybody knew it.
yeah. I mean, my tier 1 was all picked already. So, tier 2, I had Joker, and I thought about it, but like, he might be a little too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out the Joker. He's just iconic too.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
his shit is fucked up too, like his origin story.
If I had to pick a Batman one, I did have a Batman one, but it would have been between this guy and Joker.
You fucking pick Mr. Freeze.
I'm not picking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you pick Catwoman.
Man, chill out, man. Nah. All right,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, I had Kylo Ren. Cause okay, his lightsaber is kind of dope though.
With the sword, with the little
The handles
on the side.
Yeah, you can just stab you with it. It's fire. But like you knew the whole time that he didn't want to be as bad as he was. So that's what I was rooting for. Like you knew.
He shouldn't have ended up with a girl.
Spoilers, but I mean it was a little kiss.
Yeah, but my man's was there the whole time. And even the dude himself, he was like on Twitter like, man, this is so stupid.
All right. Walter White. I didn't pick him because I actually thought like Jesse was better, but Jesse might have just been like a
idiot.
good bad person. No. Just like Walter White was actually just super like an actual villain,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I knew what he was trying to do, and he was just trying to live and provide for his family. But I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to pick between him and Jesse.
Those would have been.
Did you watch all of Breaking Bad?
I didn't finish it.
All right. Then I had Mike Tyson from Punch Out.
Unbeatable.
It's like you didn't even want to fight him.
My issue, okay, so I had one video game character on here as well, but it's like my thing with video game characters, like, yeah, I want them to do well, but it's like, but they're fighting me, so I want to do well.
Yeah. For this other one is my other video game one. You could actually play as them. Is Vega from Street Fighter. Vega was tight. Vega could crawl on the fucking the fence or the wall and
On
everything.
stage, yeah.
Had the
Had
long
that
ass
mask on. And the ponytail.
Vega was such a weird fucking dude.
Yeah, the
But
claws.
that's why I liked him though. And then I had the apes from any of the Planet of the Apes movies because it was
Yeah.
kind of like Jurassic Park in a sense.
Yeah.
Where like, yeah, you're fucking making these fools go crazy and treating them like shit and like experimenting on them and everything. Like,
It's like you
They-
don't expect them to fight back
there's
because once they
movies-
realize.
I saw on a Reddit thread someone chose the someone in the Day After Tomorrow. Someone said the climate.
That's like on like them like volcano movies or tsunami movies, picking the fucking just a big wave.
But I thought that was funny. But like, you know what I'm saying though? It's just like there's a lot of movies where like the humans, like the main people just fucked up. Like it's their
Mhm.
fault.
Yeah.
All right, tier 3 I had Plankton because I felt bad for him. They were super mean to him. Even though SpongeBob really wasn't. Like it was just Mr. Krabs was super mean to him. Like he's a little ass dude. Like what is he gonna do, man?
Yeah.
I know he was just trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula.
He's just hot
but, like,
gas.
they should have at least just combined forces with him. And also, I didn't like Mr. Krabs. That fool's greedy as fuck.
I would have tried the chum bucket at least once if I lived in Bikini Bottom.
For sure. We love fast food, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Crappy fast food.
I had Kane from
wrestler?
Yep.
I was like, it's like from the Bible. Yeah, Judas.
Yes. Kane from here, Kane from the Bible, and Kane from Menace Society. No, I actually was thinking of taking O-Dog from Menace Society, but I was like, nah,
Oh.
that fool was an idiot because he made the tape circulate himself. Like, he was actually stupid for that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Kane the wrestler because he was typically the bad
He's
guy.
likable now, but as a mayor or whatever he is, I don't like him.
yeah.
He's like super
Yeah.
conservative. So,
Yeah.
all right, Jason from Friday the 13th.
I understood why he was doing what he was doing, but I was like, I don't know. I don't know if you should be doing that, man.
These fools like would always go to the camp and like, you know what I'm saying? Like people would know that he was the thing, and the fools still wanted to disturb him or whatever or
Yeah.
mock him. I don't know if you watched the 2009 one, but it was like the same thing. Like this bunch of dumb kids, and I was kind of like, all right, just go fuck them up, Jason.
It's like they know better.
I had Boo from Dragon Ball Z,
Majin Buu. Okay.
not Majin, but the
just-
fat one,
Oh, just
because that fool
Buu.
would turn him into cookies
and then eat him and get his powers.
Yeah, he was like, nom noms. But yeah, I had Boo on there. I had Red Hood from Batman. I don't know if you know Red Hood, but he was like Robin.
I'd
He was
have to see.
one of the Robins. He turned into basically like the stories that like Batman couldn't save him in time. Like it was he was like tied up by Joker in like a warehouse,
Yeah.
and then it exploded or whatever, and then like Joker tortured him and stuff. And like Batman, I think Joker may have made Batman choose between like the people and saving Robin, and he didn't. So he became Red Hood, and
Mhm.
he had like dual wield pistols and everything. That fool was just fucking everyone up.
Yeah, Kimbo.
I had Clubber Lang from Rocky
Mr.
3.
T.
Because he was just kind of an asshole, but he didn't really do anything bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just talked
Yeah.
shit. He was just a boxer. But he was super fast and super strong.
Yeah, I think there's a lot like okay, so for whoever hasn't seen the Rocky movies, Rocky doesn't win every movie. I think like Rocky, like if it was like a real boxing match, I think he could have beat Apollo Creed, but I don't think he would have beat Clubber Lang or Drago.
All All right. I had Godzilla. That fool terrorized the city.
Yeah, I don't know
But
about that.
I'd rather have him fuck up the the other monsters. I had Megatron. Megatron
Okay.
was super bad, like actually really bad.
Yeah.
But he, I don't know, he was so cool. Cause like sometimes like Optimus Prime, dog, like Optimus Prime was like the Russell Wilson of cartoons, maybe.
Just doing good.
He's just so positive and everything, like Captain America. You know,
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
Captain
Like,
America.
he's just motivating you, like we gotta do this. And sometimes I'm like, all right, somebody go knock this dude out, man.
Thor, man, hit this fool, man.
Oh, and my last one is the Temple Guards from Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's why I used that, aka because I was like, yo, fuck these dumbass kids. Can't even put together the Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Hey,
toss
but
them
I
to
would've-
the river.
I think, yeah, throw those boys out the window. I think I could have been fine on that show, but I would have been shook if I got into a room and a temple guard came up to me.
All right, that was it for my list. Who else did you have?
Okay, so you said this one. All right, so the other one that I had that was similar to Tom from Tom and Jerry was Wile E. Coyote.
Mhm.
Because it's like, dude, just let the coyote catch the bird one time, man. Honestly.
Maybe.
and Wile E. Coyote got stomped in the Space Jam game too.
Yeah. For some reason, my mom, she always talks about like Roadrunner, but she'll always be like Speedy Gonzalez, beep beep. And I'm like, that's not even the same thing, dog.
Nah. Speedy Gonzalez, did he even make it into the movie?
I don't know.
Space Jam? They had that other little mouse.
I hope they didn't have Speedy Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, they did have the little mouse.
I like basketball.
Yeah.
Do you like basketball? I hope I play really good. And then that fool Bodolak was like, you picked a mouse. They dribbled the ball and fucking knocked him out. I didn't next one on here. I had Jaws. Cause I feel like he was just a shark and he was just in the ocean. And he was just like if Jaws was around right now, people would just be not going to the beach and stuff.
That's a good one.
So like Jaws would be kind of useful right about now. They blew his ass up though. I had Bane. That was the Batman one I had because he blew up the Steelers stadium. He blew up Heinz Field, and I hate the Steelers. So that's why I had Bane. I had Alonzo Harris, which is Denzel Washington from Training Day. I don't know if you've seen Training Day. But,
I haven't watched all of it, so.
He's basically just, I know you don't care if I say he's a crooked cop, but like cops are crooked, so I kind of understand why he was doing what he was doing. Johnny Lawrence from Karate Kid, the original. And if you don't know why I picked this one, go watch Cobra Kai on YouTube if you can. Really good series. I don't watch that many shows now, but when Cobra Kai comes on, which it premiered like it usually premieres around my birthday, so I don't know if they have another season coming out, but go watch that one. I had Gabby from Toy Story 4. And she was her and her little like butler guys, they scared the crap out of me, dude. But I think she just wanted like that feeling, and I think Woody understood that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of felt for her on that one. So I had Gabby. I had zombies from Call of Duty. They were one like, dude, like I'm trying to win, but at the same time, zombie like they were just cool, and they were all slow, and you could like shoot them, and they would still be coming after you. They had the crawlers. Birdie from Above the Rim. I thought he was just cool. We kind of talked about Birdie earlier. Go watch Above the Rim, and then I had Debo from Friday because I thought. Like he's another one. Like definitively, he should have beat up Craig, but Craig had to use like a brick, and stuff. Like, shout out to Craig though for actually fighting him and not shooting him. And then my last one. Oh, I thought of another one right now, but the last one I had was the Sticky / Wet Bandits because like Like, yeah, they were stupid as hell, and Kevin McAllister outsmarted them every time, and they were dumb, but they were still like physically imposing compared to a kid.
Yeah,
like, I think they could have grabbed him and been okay. And then the last one I thought of right now was Juntao. Because again,
we love talking about Juntao.
Yeah, that should have been my AKA, but I think same thing because it reminded me with a kid. Like they could have just grabbed Soo Young, and I think they could have got away with it. And I don't think Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan could have found Juntao and Asian Man. For those of you that aren't familiar, and I'm pretty sure I said this on the past episode, Juntao is the white guy just because his name is Juntao. He's not the Asian guy. Yeah, and that's all. And then I didn't really have anyone from my do not draft. I didn't draft really like horror movie villains because like they were kind of like a little too fucked up to me. Like, why are you Jason? I understood a little bit, and like sort of like Norman Bates maybe a little bit. He just loved his mom, but them boys was crazy.
What was the name of the actual blonde hair Asian man
on the movie?
Yeah, that's not Juntao.
I forgot. Let me see this. His name was. I typed it in and it fucking Juntao came up.
Oh, is it Sang?
Sang. It was Sang. Wipe yourself off. You are bleeding.
Not Juntao.
Fight like a man. Man, Rush Hour is good. Just the first one though.
You know, Juntao's everywhere.
But yeah, like I said, like horror movie villains, typically bad guys. So didn't really have them.
I didn't really want Freddy Krueger. That fool just looks like a.
And like, it's like he's just like killing people. Like when they fall asleep, it's a little messed up.
I was talking about this with my sister and my mom downstairs. My mom said, "Pick Jigsaw," and I was like, "I'm not picking Jigsaw." That person, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's dope though. That like your mom and sister try to help you contribute and pick bad ones. Maybe Carrie, because wasn't she at the prom? They spilled the blood on her, the fruit punch or whatever, and then she turned all crazy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh,
don't
and maybe,
bully people.
Maybe the people from what's that movie? Us. Underground people.
But we don't know who the villain was.
Hey, that's why. But they were portrayed as the villain.
All right, I got nothing else.
Yeah, I think we're good.
This was a fun episode though. Just like
I like episodes like this, even if we don't have a guest, because we have like there's crazy reasoning behind like the stuff that we pick. But I'm happy with my list. Yeah, we have a lot of like nice artwork coming up, potential giveaways, man. Keep listening.
Oh, keep listening, because if you're hearing this right now, like if we're gonna do giveaways, it might require, or you might get some bonus points if you pick up on like a catchphrase or something we say in an episode. So keep your ears open, pay attention, give us feedback, and I think I'm gonna start putting links in the descriptions. I'll probably update all of them for all the episodes to some way to like essentially just vote on what you think about who won the episode.
Yeah. Again, a quick shout out to Seeburger.
Steezy F baby.
He's really helping us out a lot with some stuff. And then for everyone else, man, stay safe, man.
Stay home.
Get your checkups, man. Yeah, put God first, man. But if you don't believe in that, we're not trying to push no beliefs on you, man.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Shout out Jay Weave. But other than that, it's your boy Old Man Sanchez. Got nothing else.
And it's your boy, being your boy, the Legend of the Hidden Temple. Fuck the Blue Barracudas. I wasn't messing with them.
Red Jaguars for life.
All the way.
Peace.
All right, peace out.